If you're wondering what it's like living in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm your girl. I've lived here in Phoenix almost all my life, and in this video, I am sharing 5 things that you need to know about living in the Valley of the Sun. If we haven't met yet, I'm Stefanie Lugo, award-winning realtor with my husband Bryce, located right here in our native Phoenix, Arizona. And welcome to Real Talk with the Lugos, where I share tips on buying, selling, and all things home. If you're into that kind of thing, be sure to hit subscribe below to stay in the loop with the latest in Metro Phoenix real estate. And just a reminder, you can hop down to the show notes below this video anytime to check out links to resources mentioned, ways to connect with us, and more. My husband Bryce and I are natives here in the Phoenix area, and we love living in the Valley. Since many of our clients are new to Arizona, I wanted to share 5 things that you've got to know if you're headed this way. Number 1, it's probably one of the first things that we're asked about: the weather. Yes, it is hot out here during the summer. From June through August, it's going to be 100 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, sometimes even hotter. Yes, it's hot. In fact, the triple digits often last almost through October, so it's no joke. But most people work indoors where it's air conditioned, so it's really not so bad. Plus, it's a dry heat. We don't have a huge issue with humidity here, so it's a little more tolerable than other parts of the country. But then something amazing happens from late October through April. The weather is perfect. I'm talking sunny days, a cool breeze, chilly nights, just fabulous weather. There is no better place to be than Phoenix in the springtime because the weather is that nice. Sure, you might need to pop a couple Claritin, but beyond seasonal allergies, it is wine time on the patio all the way through May. During this time, people love hiking on our iconic trails, biking through the city, lounging by the pool, just enjoying the outdoors. The second thing that you should know about the Valley is it's big. Metro Phoenix is huge. It is the 6th most populous city in the country, and when you fly in, it looks like it just goes on forever. But since we are a relatively newer city, with most of our expansion happening after the 1970s, the highways and street systems are simple to navigate. Phoenix is laid out on a grid system, meaning streets go north to south and east to west. From the west, we have the avenues running north-south all the way to Central Ave, where they then pick up as streets and continue on down towards the east side of town. So at any given time, you can take a look at the cross streets that you're on and have a pretty good idea of where you're at. Plus, the Valley is encircled by many well-maintained freeways, making it easy to get to any side of town almost exclusively by freeway, which helps with traffic. And while we do have rush hour traffic, as with any big city, it's nowhere near the level you might expect, say, in our coastal neighborhoods to the west. Number 3 on our list is the creative scene. Phoenix is home to some of the most creative people around who have cultivated an amazing food scene, which is really important to me. I love a good brunch as much as anyone, so it's been delightful to see the Phoenix food scene absolutely explode in the last 7 years or so. Here we have several restaurant groups like Fox Restaurants, Upwards Projects, Riot Hospitality, just to name a few, all who have several gorgeously designed restaurants all around town. And beyond that, you can find incredible independently owned bars, sandwich shops, breakfast spots, and dinner places at any corner of the Valley. The talent in the food scene here cannot be overlooked, and dining and entertainment options are nearly endless no matter what side of town you visit here in Metro Phoenix. But we also have art and music and incredible makers all around who offer curated selections of home decor, fashion goods, and fascinating design. There really is a lot to do and see here. The 4th thing that you should know about Phoenix is the cost of living here. It's less than many areas than the people relocating here are from. While it's not the cheapest place to live in the country, the lifestyle and vast amount of choices available to you in this huge place offer so much for what it actually costs to live here. Property taxes are relatively low in most parts of town, at least compared to other places in the country, and housing, transportation, utilities, and food and grocery are all slightly below the national averages. But as the city grows, and as a lot of Phoenicians will tell you now, we're starting to see that gap narrow. One thing that we are watching closely as real estate agents are the rising property values. During the last recession, Phoenix was hit super hard, and it's taken a long time for us to recover to pre-recession levels. Property values are rising as more and more people seek to call Phoenix home, which is creating a lot of growth here, but what we typically want to see is the income level rising along with that. As of now, a lot of residents are starting to see a gap between what they earn and the housing that they want, which they can afford. Part of that might be because Phoenix has historically been a super affordable place to live here in the West Coast, so the effects might feel a little more pronounced for those who have lived here a long time. But at the end of the day, it's an important thing to consider as companies desire to attract more employees who can actually afford to live near their workplace. Which leads us to number 5. Phoenix is growing rapidly. Currently, over 200 people relocate here every day. The Valley is seeing a crazy amount of positive growth as companies move and grow here, and residents from other parts of the country seek out the lifestyle that Arizona offers. There are great schools and lots of employment opportunities, and there really is a lot to love about living here. There are a lot of fun things to do, and the state of Arizona has so much to offer. We have the beautiful desert that surrounds Metro Phoenix, and just 2 hours to the north, you have beautiful pine forests, the red rocks of Sedona, and of course, the glorious Grand Canyon. We have vineyards, cool lakes and rivers, and some of the most incredible hiking and golfing that you can find anywhere in the country. Plus, the people here are generally friendly and very laid back. So of course, this amazing state is attracting a lot of people from all over for the lifestyle, but also for the job opportunities, the great schooling, and the beautiful weather. Most of the year anyway. So as you can see, like any place, Metro Phoenix has a few drawbacks, but I would argue that this is one of the best places to live and invest in the country for its relatively low cost of living, the natural beauty, things to do, and hey, the company around here isn't half bad either. I could probably come up with a list of 100 things that you should know about Arizona, but those are the first 5 that I wanted to share. Now it's your turn. What do you love about living in the Phoenix area? Or what questions do you have about what it's like to live here? Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And of course, be sure to subscribe and share this video with somebody who needs to see it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take care.